doing our next donut run as a group to tell you what remains to be decided tonight. Right now, we've got 3 Senate races that do not yet have a call. In Nevada, Shelley Berkeley versus Dean Heller. In that race, we do not have a call. That race is too close to call in Nevada, even as Nevada at the presidential level goes for President Obama. In North Dakota, Heidi Heitkamp versus Rick Berg. Again, too close to call, with 92% of the vote in, still too close to call there. In Montana, incumbent Democrat John Tester versus Denny Rehberg, 62% in. That race is too close to call. In the Montana governor's race, we also do not have a call at this point. Montana governor's race at this point is Steve Bullock, the Attorney General, Democratic Attorney General, versus Republican challenger Rick Hill. At this point, with 62% in, too close to call. The other governor's race at this point, which is too close to call, is in Washington State. Former Democratic Congressman Jay Inslee versus Rob McKenna. 55% of the vote in there. Governor in Washington State, too close to call. We do have an update on one high-profile House race. District 18 in Florida. Look at that. Look at that. This is the Allen West race. 50-50. You can see how narrow the vote margin is between Patrick Murphy, the Democratic challenger, and Allen West. Allen West, a nationally famous Republican and a bombastic one. His redistricting actually made things worse for Allen West in this race than they would have otherwise been. But that'll be interesting to watch that come in. There's still a few of these House races that are very high-profile people where we don't know what's going to happen.
Allen West ran against Allen West. His opponent just used Allen West in every one of his commercials, quoting him word for word. The worst thing you can do to Allen West, quote him word for word.
I am looking forward to obviously I don't root for one side or another in these races. I am only sort of rooting against Allen West just because I want to watch the Allen West TV show so bad. And he won't be able to do it 5 days a week if he's in Congress.
You just might get your wish.
I know. In our last minute or so here, guys, obviously the headline is President Obama winning re-election. The next big thing you are looking for out of Washington, Chris?
Well, let me just close my thoughts tonight.
Please.
It takes a half a second. I am so proud of the country to reelect this president and overcoming, not because of the partisanship or even the policies, just the fact, here's an African-American guy from an unusual background, part immigrant background, part African-American background, with all this assault on him from day one, from Mitch McConnell, from the clowns out there that aren't elected, never will be to anything. And the way he took it, as somebody said, with coolness and charm and dignity, and just took it and kept moving forward and doing his job. And the American people, and I know we look at these percentages, 40% of the white vote, fine. That's about right among Democrats the last couple cycles, 3 cycles or 4. Good work for them, good work for him, a good day for America. I'm so glad we had that storm last week, because I think the storm was one of those things. No, politically, I should say, not in terms of hurting people. The storm brought in possibilities for good politics.
I want to thank Chris Matthews, Lawrence O'Donnell, Reverend Al Sharpton, Ed Schultz, and Steve Schmidt. MSNBC's live coverage of the 2012 election continues after this with Thomas Roberts, and then at 5 a.m. with Willie Geist.